Welcome back. Welcome back to Kovacs Report. The previews continue this weekend with Image Scene number 14. Like I say, these books are going to be out in February. They're solicited now. We're going to find out what's coming, what to get excited about. I'm going to highlight anything that's new, let you know what's on my pull list, have a little laugh along the way, hopefully, and give you my thoughts on what I think about these new books and older alike. So, before that happens, like the video if you can. Please do hit subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. Let's dive straight in. I'm already excited by the Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips cover. So, 5 Gears in Reverse, a criminal book. We get another criminal book. This is such good news. 5 Gears in Reverse. Look at it. It looks amazing. A brand new criminal graphic novel featuring legendary Ricky Lawless. Yes. And the crazy tale of how he and Mallory fell in love in the midst of a crime spree. Sounds fantastic. I'm already sold. I don't even need to read the rest of this list. 144 pages, $25, full color. Fantastic. Good start, Image. Good start. Oh, we get some art too. Oh, we know what it's going to look like. It's going to look amazing. And of course, it's Sean Phillips, right? So a new book. Okay. William Harms, with art by Lee Loffridge. So that's a thumbs up. And Jean-Paul Mavinga, who I don't know about. What's it about? White sky. Lots of skulls here. 5 years ago, the sky turned white and the world ended. Violet and her father, David, are forced out of hiding and flee toward the ruins of San Francisco, where they believe they'll be safe. But in this haunted world, ruled by ghosts, no place is safe. So, does this continue from something else? Maybe. Maybe it does. I don't know. Or is that a variant cover down the bottom? That looks like a variant cover, possibly. Yes, that's the variant cover. So this is a brand new title. Okay, but give it a go. Why not, right? Why not? Why not? And here is the preview art. Okay, it looks nice enough. I wish they were bigger. Yeah, I'm definitely sold on the art. Very, very excited to see this. Okay, another new title. Death Fight Forever. 5 issues. Andrew McLean and Alexis Ziritt. Mini-series premiere. Super Thief, Bruiser Brothers, Crash and Bash Biggle jump into action to help Commander Thunderfang fight interdimensional crime boss Lord Slither. But a run-in with Malaria Mendoza, leader of the Cops with a Z, the Cops gang, and the Slither's most formidable loyalists, changing the course of Bash's life forever. An all-new action comedy from best-selling writer Andrew McLean, who did Headlopper and Gonzo. Yeah, I was going to say, this has got Gonzo written all over it. Alexis Ziritt from Space Riders. Okay, there we go. There's the art. It's exactly what you expect. So if this is your thing, if you're into Gonzo, it looks like you're in for a surprise. I might even give it a go. Another new title. What's going on, Image? They know that Vertigo's pumping out their books and Marvel's got their Shadows of Tomorrow. There's something in, hey, let's get some books out. Right, Dork, number 1, Brett Bean, with art by Brett Bean and Jean-Francois Belleux. Okay, what does Robert Kirkman say? Because there's a quote. He says, "You had me at magic talking eyeball shield. Brett Bean creates a fancy world like no other. Don't be a dork. By Dork." Okay, thank you, Roberts. Armed with nothing but a magical yet ambitiously violent shield, a lonely orphan stumbles headfirst into Sunderain's never-ending war between the light and dark. Elves versus orcs, wizards versus common sense, dragons versus literally everyone. And caught dead center, Dork. With a wholly inconvenient doomsday prophecy, the half-dwarf, half-orc, all-dork, is fated to end the world. Soon every human, elf, goblin, dwarf, Snaggletooth, Necroid, Ice Giant, Trauma Llama, at least 3 other unpronounceable magical creatures, they know I'm not good at this, will know his name and want him dead. There'll also be a chicken. Well, I'm sold. Okay, it sounds like a whole bunch of fun, right? It sounds like a whole bunch of fun. I think he's the guy of I Hate Fairyland. He is the guy of I Hate Fairyland. Yes, he is. They both are. All right, let's see if we got some preview art. Yeah, it looks fun. Come on. That's a coffee table. Well, you put it on your coffee table, but it's a coffee break book. It looks fun. I'm up for it. So the Scorched hits 50. I'm not a big fan of these books, the Spawn stuff. I was advised by a viewer where to start to sort of get into Spawn, but the list is very, very long of all the books I've got to catch up on. So it is on that list, and I'll eventually get to it, and I won't skip through these as quickly as I do. But another new title, The Thing on the Doorstep. 5-issue mini, Simon Burks and Willie Roberts. Okay, this looks dark and terrible. I like it. Daniel Upton and Edward Darby have been best friends almost their entire lives, right up to the point Daniel shoots Edward dead in the Arkham Sanatorium, a crime Daniel swears he didn't commit despite all the evidence. What happened on that fateful day in Arkham? What is the truth behind this seemingly mindless act of violence. Witness the beginning of this doomed relationship and Edward's slow descent into a horrifying world beyond his control. Okay, I'm in. I like horror. This looks good. That cover's got me sold. We're in. We've got the art. Okay, the art's not too bad. It's not my favourite. It's not my favourite. But you know what? It might be a good story. We'll give it a go. So the Universal Monsters continues now with the Phantom of the Opera. I've actually been reading The Invisible Man. It's really, really good. So I'm going to jump on board with the rest of these Universal Monsters books because they are actually really bloody good. I was very surprised. Look at the art. I mean, it looks stunning. Okay, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero 2, The Hammer Files continue. The first one's not out yet. Look at that classic art. It looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, and we've got some black and white one-shots, Radiant Black. Witchblade gets her own annual. Okay, that's probably going to have a sort of a whole host of people on it working. That's cool. I'm not a Witchblade fan. Never have been. The Author Immortal. I gave issue 1 a go. It is definitely an allegory for a real world sort of bunch of events, but it didn't mar the story. The story is actually quite interesting, actually. I've not read issue 2 just yet, but I might dip back into it. Blood and Thunder, Benito Cereno, EJ Sue, and everyone else involved. You know, an ambitious book, hasn't captured the humor for me, and I kind of lost interest in it. If you're enjoying it, that's cool. It's not terrible, but there's just a little bit of magic in there that I needed. A little bit more magic to keep me involved in it. So no, that's all for this. Capes 4. Do you know what? I just read Capes 1. Well, the reimagining of Capes. As you know, they've re-released it, recolored it. They've actually tidied up some of the art, tidied up some of the dialogue. So it's been remastered. And you know what? It's aged pretty well. It's still a fun book. I always saw it as a prototype to Invincible. And you know what? It's worth a little chuckle here and there and seeing where the kind of Invincible was kind of born from. So yeah, absolutely worth it. Robert Kirkman, Mark Englert. I really enjoyed that. I actually read it today, funny enough. It came out this Wednesday. The Darkness continues. I'm not sure. Issue 1 has not come out. So this is relaunch. I've not checked out. I didn't read much Darkness back in the old days, but I'm willing to give this one a go. I mean, why not, right? More Spawn, not for me. Death to Pachucho. I couldn't get into this. Maybe I need to give it a second go, but at the moment, it is going to be one of those maybe wait to the trades before giving it a second go. Department of Truth carries on. James Tynion IV with Ben Temple-Smith. Yes, Ben Temple-Smith is one of my favourite artists. This guy is an absolute legend. When 30 Days of Night came out, after we did that Sam and Twitch stuff, you know, I got talking to him on the internet and he was a super nice, like a really, really nice guy. You know, I started a comic book store at that time and he sort of spoke to me and everything else. And also when Britain went through a recession, you know, I was chatting to him and he heard that, you know, the shop was actually at scary times during recession. And he sent a beautiful art print. I bought some art from him actually as well. He's just such a lovely guy. And then for various reasons, he kind of sort of vanished a little bit. I think he might have got, I think the term is fucked over by someone in the industry. I'm not too sure of the specifics, but he's been absent and I'm so pleased he is back. Finally. Absolutely amazing. So that was a bit much, but seeing his name again on the previews has really, really brightened up my day. So yes, Department of Truth continues. I'm catching up on that. I love it. James Tynion IV is one of, you know, I think he's becoming one of my favourite writers, really. I mean, Something Killing the Children is awesome. And all the other books that he's working on. So what more do you want? Exactly. Now, about Something is Killing the Children, I did make a video about that the other day, actually, because that was one of the books that I stumbled on. It's one of those books that I admit I made a mistake. And then I binged the whole damn thing, and it was one of the best books I've ever read, really. So I advise you get on board that too. Okay, moving on. Die Loaded. I like Kieran Gillen. I started to read Die a while back and it lost me. So I'm not really going to be jumping on board on this new series. What else we got here? On the top of it. Exquisite Corpses. That continues to be great fun. Geordie Belair, James Tynion IV. Lots of artists working on it. The Corpse Crew. You know, building a really, really interesting world there of serial killers and sort of Illuminati-style families. I'm loving it. Final Boss I read this morning by Tyler Kirkman, and I just couldn't finish it. Really sorry. It's not for me. It really, really, really dragged on for me. I found the dialogue wasn't really fluid. It was really forced in some places with the swearing. I don't mind swearing, but it felt it was there to try and be edgy rather than just by being edgy. So I just couldn't finish it. I really couldn't. Let me know if I'm missing out. I don't think I don't think I am. But no, that's not on the list. Free Planet, Aubrey Citizen. Again, this isn't a book for me. It's very deep. Not that I don't like deep books. It's just that it felt like reading a book and not a comic. And I know I keep saying this every time, but you know, these solicits come every month, so I've got to say something, right? But I might wait one day and give it another go. With the trade. G.I. Joe continues. So this is huge at the moment. We've got that quintessent war and everything else going on. There's a new arc here. And I think this might be the issue. Where we see I think we see a very, very, very big character from Transformers fighting a very, very big character from G.I. Joe. So yes, I think if you're going to jump on board to G.I. Joe, this might be the issue for you. The Energon universe really is going from strength to strength. I think a lot of other people think that it's probably one of the sort of most fleshed out, best comic universes currently out there. I mean, it's just so solid. I'm reading Transformers and I love it. It's rekindled my love for the sort of the brand, the property. G.I. Joe, maybe I'm going to catch up on that a bit quicker and get on that. But Void Rivals is fantastic. It's all just so good. Anyway, moving on. Jeff Johns, Geiger. So I think Jeff Johns, one of his properties, I think it's Red Coat. I think it's just been signed up for a movie or a TV show. So he's pretty happy about that. I've not really got into those books. Ghost Pepper, the same. Ludo Lullaby. I love the art. I love the first issue. But by the end of the second issue, I just lost a little bit of interest. Good is Dead, David Lapham and Maria Lapham, and I usually love all of these guys. Again, another book that I just couldn't get into. So to be honest with you, there are some misses here for me. And again, it's not saying that these aren't good books. They didn't float my boat. They weren't to my particular taste, let's just say. So I want to make that very clear. Okay, we got the regulars that are continuing. Gunslinger Spawn, I Hate Fairyland. Inferno Girl Red continues. Last issue of that. King Spawn, Lost Fantasy. So let's take a little break here. I am going to change my mind about this book because I read the first issue. I'm not sure what I said about it. I don't think I even did a review. I was going to do a review. Maybe I mentioned it in one of these previous videos. And I thought, you know what? It's all right. I said, it's all right, but it just didn't set me on fire. It really didn't. You know, and a few more issues came out and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it another go. Because Kurt Pyers is a damn fine writer. And I tell you what, I devoured the first trade and I'm about to read the first part of the next arc. Super good. Really enjoy it. It's fast paced. The dialogue is very sharp. The action's just as good. Do you know what? It's a thumbs up. And this is a giant sized issue, it says here. 48 pager indeed. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Jump on board if you haven't already. I think it's absolutely worth it. Lucky Devils, Charles Soule, that's one that I'm waiting for because I read the first issue, I just didn't like it. And the thing is, Charles Soule's written quite a lot of stuff I love. He's even written one of the books of the year for me with the Daredevil Cold Day in Hell. But I really want to like it. I can't. Now, 11 hasn't come out yet, the issue 1. Justin Jordan, John Bivens, and Filippo Sobrero. So I'm fingers crossing this is going to be another good book. I'm not going to get into the solicit in case it spoils what happens in issue 1. Power Fantasy continues to juggernaut through the comic book world. Such a great book. Kieran Gillen and Caspar Wynyard doing one of the best books out there. Radiant Black, just not reading it. Rat City, Spawn book, so I'm not reading it. Rogue Sun, again, these are ones that I've been told, catch up on this, try this, try this. I will get there eventually. Jeff Johns continues the Rook Exodus and the Sacrifices. So Rick Remender, if you watch some of these videos, you'll know that he is one of my favorite writers. And there's been a bit of a hiatus on the Sacrifices, and it's finally back. And boy, oh boy, is it a good book. This was one where I thought, you know what, I've got so much to read. I'm going to wait till it's really into the run and then I get to binge it and enjoy it all in a big one. And I went through every single issue in one night and I loved it. It is incredible. Then I found out that it was on hiatus, so I've been waiting months for this book to pick back up again. It's recently just picked back up. It's fantastic. Rick Remender is just knocking it out of the park. He's got some other cool stuff going down as well. You need to jump on board. I love him. Sam Twitch, again, not my cup of cocoa. Savage Dragon, not my cup of cocoa. The Seasons. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Another Rick Remender, Paul Azaceta on art hit. This book is brilliant. It is a breath an absolute breath of fresh air. It is the highlight of the month for me. I absolutely love it. Paul Azarqueta is now one of my favourite artists too. Thoroughly recommend it. Issue 9 is a new story arc, so if you've not been reading it, catch up. Catch up, catch up. Also, check out The Escape, which is also by Rick Remender. That book, oh, wow, it really pulls at your heart. It's so good, and it's full of action. Skinbreaker, let's talk about Skinbreaker. Robert Kirkman doing a fine job. David Finch drawing the art of his life. Story, it's okay. The story's just okay, and I don't want to say anything bad about it because I don't have anything to say bad about it. It's just good. I recommend it. Yeah, it's good. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger story-wise, so maybe this is a sort of story to get us all involved. I know Kirkman's a very busy man, and I know David Finch's art on this is so detailed it must take forever to draw. So maybe this is like an introductory arc, and then eventually we'll get a more fleshed out world, more deeper stories. But it is good. It is good. I've got nothing bad to say about it. Nothing bad to say about it. Sleep, number 1, tried it. Xander Cannon. Wasn't for me. More Spawn. There's so much Spawn. Transformers, Robert Kirkman and Dan Murrah. They've picked up the baton from Daniel Warren Johnson, and they are running with it. It's absolutely cracking. And that cover, no wonder it's got a spoiler alert in the solicit. That cover spells a brilliant issue. I'm looking forward to that, as I am Void Rivals. So cool, where the quintessent war is continuing. Again, the energy that has been put into the Energon universe, pun intended, is incredible. They've got great creative teams, great artists, great story. And it's one of those universes, because they're keeping it contained to a smaller number of books with minis coming in and out, it means they can really keep the continuity and control the quality and the cohesion between all the titles to the max. And that's what they've done. That's why it works so damn well. And of course, it's putting out our sort of nostalgic heartstrings, with the toys and the films and the cartoons we watched as kids. So all good. The Walking Dead lumbers slowly on as a zombie, but in colour, which is always nice to see. We've got 2 more issues. We've got 2 issues a month. It must be getting close to the end of that, and I'm hoping they do some maybe oversized colour hardbacks. That would be great. Wall Tree, one of the few Tinian books I haven't read yet, but I'm getting on it. Wrestle Heist, issue 1 hasn't come out yet, but I'm not sure if it's going to be for me. It might be a little bit too zany. Youngblood, issue 1. I read it. It was Youngblood, but in 2025, wasn't enough to pull me back in. No disrespect to Rob Liefeld. He's done exactly what he said he's going to do. It's got punchy dialogue. It's got punchy superheroes. It's got his trademark action, his trademark style. Nothing bad to say about it. But I think it's probably because when Youngblood burst onto the scene all those years ago, it wasn't really one of my books that I was reading. So maybe that nostalgia for me wasn't reignited. Okay, across the massive verse, so we might be into the trades. Let's see what we got. Yes, we are. Black Ritual, the book of NYXTP. Creep Show. Have we got any special books? Well, here's one. Doctor Strange by Paul Smith, Artist Edition hardcover. I like these. They are really, really big, oversized, 12 by 17 inches. All the original beautiful art. I love these books. What does it include? Okay. A truly staggering presentation, and includes his complete stories from Doctor Strange 65, 69, and 72, an additional 40 pages from an array of issues, plus more beautiful covers and pages representing every corner of the Marvel Universe, including Smith's very first published Marvel story from Marvel Fanfare #1, featuring Daredevil. Yes, so Roger Stern and Paul Smith, jump on board if you like those artist editions. They are gorgeous. I've seen them in the flesh. Okay, so G.I. Joe hits 3 trades. The deluxe edition hardcover is also dropping as well. That looks very, very cool. This is the Larry Hama stuff. We've got more Spawn. I Hate Fairyland. More I Hate Fairyland. I Tyrant. Oh, pass. Invincible in these new sort of compact editions. The Juniper Lodge hardcover. Is this an original? Let's check what it says. Dustin Weaver, Jeremy Barlow, DJ Bryant, with art by Dustin Weaver. Advanced List, a dreamy and haunting collection of standalone tales where perception unravels, identity fractures, and reality bends, delivered with visionary style by Dustin Weaver. A twisted town in the Old West sacrifices one of its own every 12 hours at the demand of a demonic gun. Okay, a man finds his mind is trapped in the brain of an insect and believes the normal world he sees is a delusion. An abandoned roadside motel is home to an entity that has captured the imagination of a passing comic book artist and is drawing him back. The Juniper Lodge is a self-contained collection of 5 stories from the page of Dustin Weaver's anthology series Palkis. Unpredictable, idiosyncratic, and original. Each story explores themes of perception, memory, and identity while expertly moving between genres with a dynamic style. Sounds interesting. It definitely sounds interesting. Not sure if it's for me, but it might just slip in one week. Let's see. So we got Kill 6 Billion Demons, continuing Volume 5. Redcoat Deluxe, of course. It's doing very, very well for Jeff Johns. Like I say, there's either a movie or a TV show deal that's been inked. So probably a good time to jump on that. It's got Brian Hitch art, so that's a pull also. So A Star Called the Sun, a collection of short science fiction stories. Simon Roy. Okay, that doesn't necessarily pull me in straight away. What does it say? A curious and peculiar collection of interconnected, character-driven sci-fi stories, all set in the far future. Robotic clergy, post-human hive men, immortal cyborgs, and ancient alien races all play a part in this collection of sci-fi adventure tales set in the universe of Habitat and Gris Grobus. So, I don't know of that beforehand, so I probably would have had to read those books too. So, maybe one day, but not today. Sunstone, a new edition. Don't know what this is, but it looks naughty. Okay. A slow burn lesbian romance with a kinky twist. Yeah. Okay. Stepan Sejic. Probably not for me. Probably not for me. Universal Monsters Invisible Man hardcover. Well, do you know what? I was mentioning this earlier. It's really, really good. I've only read the first 2 issues. There's 4 in total. I don't think all 4 are out just yet, but it's really, really cool. James Tierney IV, Danny, and Brad Simpson doing the art. Very, very cool. And Witchblade Volume 3, and that is it. Is that it? So a mixed bag from Image this month. There's a load of new books. There's a load of great continuing books. And there's something for everyone here. So there we have it. That's Image Comics for February, guys. Pick up the seasons. Definitely pick up Rick Remender's books. I'm loving them. I hope you do too. Let me know what you're picking up. Let me know what I'm missing. Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you can. And please, please do hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. But until next month for previews, that's it. Might do some of the other publishers if there's interest, but that's it for now. So we've done Marvel, DC, and Image, the big 3, let's just say. Let me know what you think. We'll catch you soon.